Alright, welcome back guys. What we're going to do in today's tutorial is work on the X direction, make sure it's like within the parameters of our actual platform and the horizontal as well, so we don't just get that bouncing ball off into space, the left or the right of the platform as well. So we're going to go back to our platform, and within our platform we're going to add also another if statement, because right now all we're checking for is the collision point, if that's within the platform itself. If it is, we're just going to return the negative y direction. So we also want to make sure that it's also within the x direction of the platform as well. So we're going to set up an if statement to kind of gauge this x position. So we're going to say if ball x is, let's see here, greater than the platform x, which is just an x here, and also our ball x is less than our x of our platform plus the platform width. So we're just going to type width here, referring to the platform width. And now let's run this. We also need to add our brackets here to define everything. I'm going to format it. So we have two if statements, and if that's the case, we're just going to set the negative direction of the dy there. And again, we're getting an error here because these have to be capital X's. I'm sorry. So let's test this out, see what's going on here, and we get something like this, and we can again click within our applet, and now our ball bounces off, and you can see it kind of does something like this. So now we kind of have a gauge of our x direction, but as you can see, even if we're like right on the line, our collision, we're still hitting the platform. Because again, our collision point's at the very bottom of our ball only, but that's going to be fine for a game for right now. I mean, we might go into a little bit more in-depth collision detection. What I did notice is in our previous tutorial, I ran this, and after about a few seconds, the ball actually went through the Y positioning of our platform, and now it's not able to go back up. So we're gonna have to make some adjustments there, because again, if our ball was painted right here, right above our platform, and then the next update, if it updated our ball to be right down here, it would actually pass through our platform there. So that's one problem that we're gonna have to solve later, again with the Y positioning. But again, so far all we've done is this. So we kind of have some collision detection. And another thing that you notice that we're going to eventually fix is our ball is bouncing at a top height of right here, and once it goes off the platform, it still bounces up to here because that's how the physics works out. But within this game, we want to actually change that so we don't have real life physics. Obviously this isn't real life physics right now because we aren't losing any energy each time it bounces, but those are some of the issues that we're going to have to solve. But again, I'm just going to open up like a paint application. So again, just to kind of talk over graphically what we've done. When we set up our collision of our ball, we got the information from the ball, and we got the X information and the Y information, which again is the center of the ball, and then we are checking for the Y position plus the radius of the ball. So our collision point's only going to be at the very bottom, this little X here. I know it's kind of a terrible graphic, but that's where we're checking for the collision on the ball. As for our platform, we didn't have it as the center. Our X and the Y position isn't in the center. The X and the Y is actually right here. And then we have the width of the platform, so we're going to say our X position plus the width is this distance here. Then for a Y position, Y is initially right here at the top corner here as well, and then we're going to have plus the height of our platform. So essentially we are checking each time if this X on our ball, which is the collision point, is somewhere within the boundaries of our platform. If it updates and our X is right here the next frame and we have our ball, then it's going to be like, okay, that's a collision. Even if the X lands here, again, this is the X I'm talking about. If that lands here, it's also a collision, so it's going to send our ball back up. But like I said, if our X was right here, which isn't a collision yet, and then the next time it updates, our X could be down here, and it will essentially look like our ball went straight through our platform. So that's one of the errors that we're going to have to solve. But again, that's a quick tutorial on setting up our platform collisions a little bit more accurately, but still we have some problems we're going to have to work through. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and I'll catch you later. Have a good one.